Hi, I'm Martin Taylor, co-founder and deputy CEO of ContactGuru. So I'm here today at CCW in Vegas as part of our team supporting our US operation, who are from California and Western Virginia respectively. So ContactGuru I co-founded back in 2005, and in many ways we were the first CaaS, Contact Center as a Service, player. So we've been running Contact Center in the cloud, in our own cloud, for about 15 years now. So very early in. We're a Gartner Magic Quadrant challenger currently. I come from Europe, as you can probably tell from the accent, and prior to there being a global Magic Quadrant for CCaaS, Contact Center as a Service, we were the uppermost quadrant leader in the Western Europe quadrant. So what I'm here today for is we're very much now into doubling down on the US market. Research has shown that it constitutes over 50% of the global contact center market, which is why we have to be here. We've got some great customers already in federal government, in large corporates, and particularly larger enterprise organizations, and that's really where we shine. If we think of contact center, the cloud migration has started from the SMB, from the smaller end. So many of those are now churning into their second generation, their second iteration of cloud contact center. Whereas if you look at the large enterprise, the majority of those are still on-premise large infrastructure. So they've been very conservative because they're big organizations. They've not wanted to move straight across into the cloud, but now with the coming of AI, there is a real imperative to get their data sorted, as well as to operate the full omni-channel experience of voice, video, different messaging formats, email, Internet of Things, and bring all of those customer communications of the front office together in a single environment. Where ContactGuru scores is the scale at which we've proven to do that. I mean, last year we won what was, I think, the largest CCaaS deal of the whole year, worth over $150 million, with a huge global insurer. It's a multi-country rollout, over 50,000 seats of contact center. That's exactly the kind of organization that is now making that first move into the cloud, because they're confident that the trailblazers have made it safe, and they need to get their data in order for AI, in order to have that good cycle of data, discovery, validation, and deployment. So ContactGuru, as I say, wins on scale, we win on resilience. We offer a standard 5 nines SLA. That means your service will be up at least without a maximum of 5.25 minutes of downtime per annum. So I think we're unique in not just offering that SLA, but actually enforcing it and honouring it. If you are in emergency services, we can even offer a 100% SLA. To the best of my knowledge, we're the only provider of contact center as a service who operates 911 type critical services for police, ambulance, and other emergencies. So we're very much into critical infrastructure, scale, and then we have what we call the single stack model. So we're truly omni-channel. We've developed our own technology stack, including all of these voice, messaging, email, and all these other channels of communication using our own technology, all part of one stack. That means there's less to go wrong, and when we're looking at this so-called 360-degree customer journey, we're able to see that this person calling just now sent a message this morning, sent an email yesterday, and what they did last week. So we've got that context. And now, of course, the move is into AI. We presented a great workshop earlier in the week here in Vegas with DC government, one of our customers, from the Department of Employment Services, and we're explaining how they've migrated to the cloud and now how their ambitions lie in AI. If we look at a leading luminary of the artificial intelligence world, Professor Eric Brynjolfsson, author of The Second Machine Age, late at MIT, now at Stanford, a lot of his work has been around contact center. So he estimates that there are 30 to 35% efficiency gains to be had from applying AI in the contact center. And that makes contact center one of the first areas of business to be truly transformed by AI. So we hear a lot about cures for cancer and lots of other exciting AI applications, but Most of us don't work in that field, whereas millions and millions of people work in contact centers. No one wants to be the guy whose contact center isn't 35% more efficient in an arena that is already about maximum efficiency, bringing together skills and knowledge and data in a single environment. So we look at, for example, in a call, before the call, why are you calling, using natural language processing, natural language understanding to segment, to prioritize those callers before they go into the queue. So we know how long they should wait, who should go ahead of whom. We can serve up, for example, visual interactive voice response, a phone screen form that they fill in with their name, address, date of birth, maybe the preferred language, all stuff that we can deliver to the contact center agent when the call goes through to them. Similarly, an increasing amount of those transactions can be handled in a completely automated manner. Then during the call, we can be listening to both parties, and that's what you can see on the screen behind me, listening to both parties in the call. So for the agent, the contact center worker, we're seeing, are they saying all the right things? Are they making these statements correctly? Is their tone of voice good? Is the empathy good? Is the knowledge good? For the caller, we're listening to what it is that they want. We're actually putting onto the agent's screen on this portal here, and that agent could be anywhere because it's in the cloud. They could be working at home or in any location around the world. We're putting on the screen what they need to say next, essentially, looking at different types of approved data sources that the organization wants to use. And then after the call, we're wrapping up. We're providing a summary. It could be in a particular format. It could be we're making a resume. It could be a customer complaint form. It could be a motor parts order form. All of those are examples that we've deployed with our customers. That saves for often 50% of agent time spent writing up what happened in the call. And then we're preparing it for CSAT, so customer satisfaction. We're able to do an automatic measurement, which we calibrate against CSAT that we've collected from real people who typically only respond about 4 to 5% of the time. Very rich, valuable information, which we use then to train our automated CSAT modeling so that you can see how well the call went. You can also prepare that call for audit, so the auditor isn't needing to look for recordings. We can direct them to great examples, bad examples. We can even flag up a supervisor in real time. The call's going badly, they might need to intervene. And of course, I'm talking about calls, it could be any of the written communications as well, but I believe calls are where we can make the most stark advantage gains for the customer, because that's where the complex, the urgent, the emotional inquiries take place, where you don't want too many of those. You want to keep them brief. Time is money, not just for the organization, but for the member of the public. They want their problem solved first time and be on their way. So that's ContactGuru, contact center as a service, large scale. We've deployed up to 75,000 digital agents for one of our customers in Japan. We deploy around the world. We observe data sovereignty and all the GDPR and other requirements that are required in each of our global markets. We're here to help at a local level. Specifically for the US, we're just coming through FedRamp authorization now. That's been a 3-year process, and in the next few weeks, we anticipate being the only high availability FedRamp provider in the CCaaS world. So that will enable some of our big federal government customers, and of course many new ones, and people in StateRamp who are also looking to FedRamp, to operate with confidence in our very secure environment. So, welcome to ContactGuru, and please direct any inquiries to us. We'd be delighted to talk with you. Thanks very much.